what's been really interesting, you mentioned Project 80, and I'll also mention a project we were engaged with right now, Keep Moat in Nottingham. So for the first time in my long history in this industry, we've actually taken the opportunity to build things in advance of the regulatory change.
Yeah, okay. It's data driven.
Yeah, so we now actually got those homes built. So we've understood the process of transformation between Part L 2013 and 2021 and then 2025. We've done that, and then we get people to live in it.
Yeah.
So what we've learned so far, and Project 80 was a development of 24 homes in Birmingham, 12 in Handsworth, 12 in Edgbaston.
Yeah, which we visited and you showed us around, and it's very impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. So from that process, we learned that we can do it. We can build those homes. So functionally, we can carry
just
it out.
on the specification, and so people know what we're talking about. Yeah. They were masonry built, traditional builds, were they? Or
yeah, they were absolutely. Yeah. They were masonry built. They had a 150 cavity. We used Unilin insulation.
Is that full fill or part fill?
It's effectively a full fill, so you've got a slight air gap. But it's PIR type board, if you like.
It's rigid, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that achieved the 0.13 in the walls, which is fantastic. The thing that we've learnt most about from Project 80 is that behaviours change everything. So
occupier behaviour, you mean?
Yeah. So there's some trade behaviours in there as well, which we need to look at hard as well. But certainly occupier behaviour, where you've got people who are perhaps not understanding fully how the system works, or have different aims and objectives to how the system was meant to perform. So, for instance, I've got a family in Handsworth down the road here who are living night and day at 24 degrees, and I have to say they're loving it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what I say about that.
Well, 24 degrees, fairly cosy.
It's very cosy, but when you talk to that family, they came from a damp, wet, mould-driven house. So that's why they're loving it. The bills are going to be high, though, and let's be honest about it. Yeah, the bills are going to be high if you run your systems at 24 degrees.
Even with air source?
Even with air source heat pumps. So it's a bit like driving your car at 90 miles an hour everywhere.
And what stage is Project 80 at now? It's in full occupation, and we're just absorbing the data at this point. Yeah,
so we've published in June this year the interim report into Project 80, and in June 2024 we'll publish the full report. So Project 80 now is in that occupational phase now, and we're collecting the data, and that data is proving essential to policymakers. So for once we've got evidence-based decision making going on,
and
because
in
we can provide that
advance.
data. Yeah, fantastic. And we brought civil servants from London to look around it during its development. They also came to the launch of the interim report as well. So they're very, very much involved. And that's now rolled over to Keep Moat. So Keep Moat is in Nottingham. So whilst the Project 80 development was for rent, the Keep Moat development is for sale.
Right.
So we now have 33 homes being built. We opened the show house last Saturday. So we now have 33 homes being built to the Future Home standard, and they're going to be sold.